Hi, I'm Lim Qilun from Kyoto University. Today I'd like to give a poster presentation on the historical effective population size of the endangered Malayan tapir and its implications on conservation. Of all extant tapir species, the Malayan tapir is the only Old World species that can be found in Southeast Asia. With less than 2,500 left in the world, the tapirs are facing threat of extinction such as habitat loss and fragmentation and increasing roadkill incidents. Three distinct populations may be recognized, which are the northern populations along the Thai-Myanmar west border, the Malay Peninsula population, and the population on the island of Sumatra, Indonesia. Malayan tapir is a target species for captive breeding program in many places. In order to provide more insights for its conservation management, we use a whole genome resequencing approach and PSMC analysis to estimate its demographic history and population split time. You may find more information on methods in the poster and in the QR code printed on the poster. This is the main result of the PSMC analysis for 6 tapirs. Throughout the past million years, the effective population size of the Malayan tapir has gone from nearly 30,000 down to 2,000 to 4,000 in the beginning of Holocene. First, there is a peak around 1 million years ago, and that could be caused by population expansion after the ancestral tapir population from the Indo-Chinese region migrated southward and colonized new habitats in the Sundai region. This interpretation is supported by the fossil records and the divergent time of 1.46 million years between two clades of the Malayan tapir, which was identified using the mitochondrial DNA control region. Next, the increase was followed by the long-term and overall decrease throughout the Pleistocene, probably due to changes of land area and habitat associated with the climatic and sea level changes well until the last interglacial period. Isthmus of Kra and the Strait of Malacca could act as the restriction points of stream flow during periods of high sea levels. Entering last glacial period, tapir populations started to expand again following land expansion and connections made possible through lowered sea levels. However, the population then declined, which could have been caused by a drier climate leading to resource depletion as a result of rainforest contraction and formation of a savanna corridor, especially during last glacial maximum, and human exploitation. The population size continued to decline post-LGM, but at this point, PSMC trajectory of the Sumatran samples was different from the rest. The higher effective population size in Sumatran population could suggest Sumatra as a refuge during a dramatic transition between the glacial and interglacial periods. The population size then further declined and remains low at less than 2,000 during Holocene for all populations. Inference of population split time by PSMC analysis on the pseudo-diploid genomes shows that gene flow has ceased between Sumatra and the Malay Peninsula populations around 4,000 to 6,000 years ago. The split time corresponds to the rise of sea levels to 20 meters below current sea level at the Strait of Malacca. At this level, most, if not all, land connection between the Sumatra island and the Malay Peninsula would have been cut off. Interestingly, we also detected population splits between a Thailand-Malaysia pair, suggesting the presence of gene flow barrier in the Malayan Peninsula or between the tapirs in the mainland and the peninsula. Finally, geographic and genetic isolation of the Sumatra population from the Thai-Malay Peninsula population has lasted at least a few thousand years, and further supported by the unrooted phylogenetic tree. Although it is unlikely that the population has evolved for local adaptation in only a few thousand years, due to a lack of genetic data on the potential adaptation or the genetic burden from the accumulation of deleterious mutations, we suggest that as for now, the Sumatran population should be managed as a separate management unit from the Malay Peninsula or the mainland counterparts. We recommend future studies to investigate the potential adaptation and mutational load in the 3 distinct tapir populations to support the captive breeding strategies and conservation management of this species. Thank you for listening.